individual can think, oh, that means me. And that's when liberty becomes license. Liberty and freedom are two different contexts. Freedom is universal. So, if you will, was always a great advocate of the inherent right of the French to pursue their own revolution. None of us had any idea it was going to be the bloodbath it turned out to be. We thought that we were establishing a civil, constitutional monarchy. Everyone thought that would occur. So what went wrong? And particularly when you think that so much of instigating that was the result of the success of our American Revolution, would never have been successful without the aid of France. So what's the difference? I think the essential difference, and I discussed it with Mr. Madison, here in our country, we had already been more free than man had ever been. In any society, the farther west we were settled. No one's looking over our shoulders as we're cultivating the soil, and we're predominantly farmers seated out here. We had tasted the sweetness of liberty. It was when that began to be soured, when that was imposed upon by a monarchy 3,000 miles away, more interested in the internal conflicts they were having, not only with their kingdom, but with the kingdoms of Europe, and were taxing us to support that, when we had served with the British to defeat the French right here. Well, we were serving in those armies, wasn't only the British. So all of this then, what it ultimately provoked was, as it went too far, was us rising up in a frenzy of retaliation, and therefore, having been acquainted with holding the reins of freedom, grasping them once more and driving ourselves on, because we had been acquainted with the sweetness of liberty. We were more adept at doing it. The French and the majority of people upon this globe have never tasted that sweetness of liberty. They've been kept down in states of servitude and peasantry for generations, centuries, millennium. I've written this. In fact, it's in my notes on the state of Virginia. And that's something we suffer now in this institution of enslaving our fellow man. They've been kept down. They have not been allowed an opportunity to improve themselves. And as I've written, perhaps too many instances of harm and aggression, insensitivity against them for so long will not be easily forgotten by them.
So because